Hello dear friends, my name is Dr. Igor Atabekov. I'm clinical oncologist practicing since 2010. And today we're going to talk about sulforaphane. You see here, it's a part one of two-part series. We are going to dive into the wide-ranging health benefits of this sulforaphane for your brain, for your lungs, for your skin, for blood vessels, etc. And we'll focus on the human studies mostly. And in the part 2 we'll tackle into a fascinating role in cancer. So let's get started. So first let's clear up something. Broccoli doesn't actually contain sulforaphane. It contains a precursor compound that is called glucoraphanin and a separate enzyme that will convert, when they meet with this substance, they will produce sulforaphane. How are you going to make it happen? How will they meet? You must damage broccoli. And as their protective reaction, this sulforaphane will be produced. That means this substance is protective. When you chop, chew, or blend raw broccoli, you damage the plant's cells, allowing these two substances to mix. So, what does this protective substance do? We all heard about free radicals. They're aggressive molecules that don't have one electron, and it tries to get this electron from anything they meet, and they can take it from our membranes, from DNA, from proteins, damaging them, and causing their dysfunction or aging or mutations, even cancer or chronic diseases. And antioxidants, they have extra electrons that will make these free radicals calm and non-aggressive, give them electrons. Sulforaphane's primary mechanisms is its ability to activate a signaling pathway called NRF2. Think about this NRF2 as the big switch in your body that will on the powerful antioxidant system and detoxifying system. When you on this NRF2, your body starts to produce a lot of antioxidant substances. So what about health impacts? One of the most exciting areas of research is impact on the brain. Our brain is particularly vulnerable for oxidative stress and to free radicals. Preclinical studies show that it can protect neurons and decrease inflammation in the neural tissue and supports brain's cleanup crew. But what about human trials? The evidence is promising, especially for conditions like autism spectrum disorder. Although not all the studies showed significant benefits, several small but well-designed trials have shown that sulforaphane supplementation derived from broccoli sprouts can improve social interaction, verbal communication, and reduce repetitive behaviors in young men with autism. Researchers believe it's because of its ability to correct the oxidative stress in the brain and really improve the antioxidant activity and improve the mitochondrial function was observed in such kids. While more research is needed, this provides a natural avenue for supporting brain health. What about schizophrenia? Well, it's not a really panacea for schizophrenia, but we see some positive effects, and we also see significant improvement of metabolic markers like low-density lipoproteins, like bad cholesterol, so-called, triglycerides, and general cholesterol, total cholesterol. Next, benefit number 2, of course, detoxification and airway health. For example, human evidence. A landmark study gave people a broccoli sprout drink and measured their excretion of airborne toxins like benzene and acrolein. The results were really stunning. The group consuming the sprout drink excreted significantly higher amounts of these carcinogens. 61% for benzene and 23% for acrolein. This shows sulforaphane actively enhances our body's ability to get rid of harmful substances. Next, asthma, sinusitis, inflammation in your cavities here near the nose. Again, human trials. They have shown that sulforaphane can reduce the inflammatory response in the nasal passages of people with asthma and chronic sinusitis. It seems to bolster our defense systems right at the point of entry for these airborne irritants that cause irritation and inflammation. Sulforaphane ameliorated the bronchospasm effects significantly in 60% of asthmatics. But in 20% it was not effective, no effect, and in other 20% it could make it even worse. That is interesting, but 60% still have good effect. Could eating broccoli potentially protect your skin from ultraviolet of the sun? We know this is the factor of aging and cancerogenesis and risks of skin cancer. The science says yes. Again, human trial. In one study, participants who were given broccoli sprout extract and then exposed to UV light had significantly less skin redness and cellular damage compared to control group who did not get this extract. Protection was not immediate. It took few days to build up, confirming that the effect was not due to extract acting as a sunscreen, but rather from the activation of the NRF2 pathway of our body that is protective. This activation increased the production of protective enzymes like quinone reductase, which then neutralized the damaging free radicals caused by UV light. And that is very interesting as for me. There is also one ongoing clinical trial on topical use of sulforaphane on skin aging and again protection from UV light. Still results are pending. Next, type 2 diabetes. It's a global health crisis nowadays. Human trial on type 2 diabetes. Several studies have shown that sulforaphane can have good results in patients with type 2 diabetes. One 12-week trial found that a high concentration sulforaphane supplement significantly reduced fasting blood glucose levels and improved glycated hemoglobin, that is the long-term marker of blood sugar levels. It appears to work by reducing glucose production in the liver, similar to drug metformin. While it's not a replacement for medication, it's a powerful dietary strategy that can be a part of holistic approach. It reduces also chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, the two key drivers of atherosclerosis, and again it may improve cholesterol levels and protect blood vessels. The same, it can protect cartilage in joints by blocking these enzymes that cause cartilage destruction. While large-scale human trials are still needed, a pilot study that gave the patients with atherosclerosis, with osteoarthritis, broccoli sprout extract just after 2 weeks found a significant reduction in cartilage destroying enzymes in their knee joints, suggesting protective effect. What about GI tract? Sulforaphane has antimicrobial and protective properties. It has shown to selectively kill Helicobacter pylori, the bacterium responsible for most gastritis, stomach ulcers, and even major risk factor for stomach cancer. And several human trials have shown that broccoli sprout consumption can effectively reduce Helicobacter colonization in the stomach. For example, one study in Japan found that eating 70 grams of broccoli sprouts daily for 2 months reduced Helicobacter pylori infection and was associated with decreased stomach inflammation. It's important to know that it can suppress Helicobacter, but not necessarily totally remove it. That's why it can be a supportive measure. Next, liver health. With non-alcoholic fatty liver disease becoming a global epidemic, natural interventions are critically needed. And again, by activating this NRF2, sulforaphane can improve liver own protective mechanisms and improve lipid metabolism, improve the fats in the blood, improve triglycerides, improve cholesterol, and decrease oxidative stress in liver, decreasing inflammation and damage. For example, 2021 randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial gave patients with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease broccoli sprout powder. After 2 months, the supplement group showed significant improvements in liver enzyme like ALT, AST. These are markers of liver damage and oxidative stress, and improved insulin resistance compared to placebo group. So, how can you get this amazing compound? First, of course, broccoli sprouts. These are the winners. They contain 20 to 100 times more sulforaphane precursor than mature broccoli. What are other sources? You can get it from raw or lightly steamed broccoli. Remember the enzyme that is needed to produce sulforaphane from its precursor? Yes, heat will destroy this enzyme. That's why if you cook it for long, it will be destroyed. That's why light steaming is better. Chopping it raw and letting it sit for 30-40 minutes before eating can also maximize the levels of sulforaphane. And third source is, of course, supplements, capsules with sulforaphane. So, as we've seen, the benefits of sulforaphane extend far beyond the simple antioxidant. It's a powerful cellular activator that can support your brain, help your body to detoxify, protect you from the sun, balance your blood sugar, cholesterol, help your liver, help your blood vessels. But perhaps the most profound area of research of sulforaphane is, of course, cancer. What does the human evidence say about prevention and even treatment of cancer with sulforaphane? We'll break down all the fascinating science in the second part. I want to thank everyone who supports this channel. I want to thank everyone who watched this video, who writes comments and shares this video. You can also join our Telegram channel. I will leave the links under this video. Wish you good luck, have a good day and good health. Goodbye. Don't be